go. Texas versus Ohio State, a rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision where the Buckeyes survive. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season. Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstrom. Let's get this thing underway. The Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. Bringing it out, it's Graham. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's past the marker and still going. He finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. On the handoff, they'll test their right side here. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Punt quickly.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. So Texas's offense comes out for their first possession today. And Kirk, we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays. We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback still with the football. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Offense clicking now. It's another 1st down at the 45. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Well, Texas and Ohio State, the last time a part of college football history, of course, that classic collision in the Cotton Bowl. Jack Sawyer with the strip sack and scoop and score. The decisive play in an unforgettable football game.
Yeah, one of those big games that you can remember, maybe 2 or 3 plays being the difference in the game. You mentioned a play by Jack Sawyer, of course, at the end of the 1st half. The screen pass to Trevion Henderson. It looked like Ohio State was just trying to not turn the ball over. High percentage throw. Ends up going for a touchdown. So the Buckeyes made the plays when they had to be able to get out of there with a win. And anytime you put these 2 teams on the field together, a ton of NFL talent and athletic ability. Let's see how this one plays out.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in.
A 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Man, I'm surprised the defense didn't crowd the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, you've got to eliminate those short, easy throws for the quarterback. Take those easy throws away, and maybe you get off the field.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These 2 just make it look so easy.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. And he's down at the 3-yard line. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for some space. It's Peoples. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Fire to the right side, complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. Handoff running right. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it can be a long day.
Back to their 11-yard line at 2nd and long. To throw, it's Manning. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to see a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Play action here on 1st down. Oh, the spin move.
They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come. From the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle and picks up the first down.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
It's a quarterback keeper. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Sayin, bringing pressure, and they get the completion. Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10. You can't do it any better than that. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Quick throw to the left. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down, looking to throw it. A screen to the wide receiver. He's in the clear. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Throwing off play action. Swarmed by the pass rush. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Back in motion now. To throw, it's Sayan. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is batted away. They took a shot on the free play. The defense had jumped offside there.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense.
Here he goes. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He makes the grab. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And they need the PAT now to even the score heading to halftime. And he knocks it right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First play of the second half is a handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave them back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Dropping back, it's Manning. It's a short completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Receiver makes the grab. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will have to kick this away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket.
For the defense trying to get after this quarterback, I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaks into the clear. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback, when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They're going to run it. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Sayan. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Here's the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He got it. The field goal's good. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Physical run earns the 1st down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes a tackle and picks up nice yards.
Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the 4th quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
6th play of the drive coming up. It's a shotgun run call. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
2nd down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Pass pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And this pass is on target, caught.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Boy, the quarterback looked so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust.
Grab behind the line. It's Baxter.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it to the right side. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop it for a loss.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Dropping back. It's Manning.
Ball's loose. They scramble for it. The defense scoops it up. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but a takeaway and a return. A big play by this defense.
Well, you're trailing in a game like this in the second half, an opportunity in the red zone at the very least to get a field goal, hopefully a touchdown. The most important aspect is ball security. You got to take care of the football, and instead, they cost themselves a possession.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt.
Pounding away with the run game.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it here.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down.
He fires downfield. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And suddenly they're across midfield at the 47 after that one big play. To the air, it's Manning. A deep shot to the left side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Graham. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Sayan. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. And the punt team now on to kick it away. They're thinking about maybe taking a safety in this situation. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Here we go. Desperation time in the final minute, down 3. What can they come up with? Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up first down from the 32.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure.
Touchdown, Longhorns. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to, can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go?
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PHC up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it in the open. Now here he goes. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown-saving play.
And a great game comes down to this. Time for one final play, and they've got to get it in the end zone for the score with a shot to win the game.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team gets him down. A last chance for this returner to win the game, but time has run out. We came in expecting, Kirk, one of the best matchups of the season. In the end, #1 goes down in a tough battle.
Well, Chris, you and I call these games a lot, and there's always such anticipation, but it's not often that they live up to the hype. You think about the last 5 to 10 years, we've called a bunch of them. This was a great one. I'm just glad we had the pleasure of covering it.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.